Young OG. I'll be on the low G. What up, though? Y'all know who it is. TSJ Starbucks. There's no need for introductions anymore. Actually, a couple hours about to go to work. I actually got the. I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna go in this, but today's Halloween. I totally forgot. I'm thinking Halloween is actually tomorrow. I don't have no costume. I'm too old for that, but still like to dress up because it's one of my favorite holidays in the sense and the fact that it's in my actual birthday month. But in this video, y'all may see me travel back and forth because I'm actually cooking something to eat. I'm hungry. Gotta eat before I work on these people. But anyway, I always keep saying I'm gonna do these show and tells, and I keep forgetting to do them. And I was putting a couple of shoes away, and I was like, well, you know what? I might as well do these shoes since I gotta do restorations on them. But this actually has a funny story for me. But I'm gonna just show the shoes first. As y'all can see, this is not the remastered box. This is the actual OG that you guys are having. To be honest with you, I never had this box before. Even when I was a kid getting Jordans, I never had this style box, ever. But there's only so many Jordans that came in this box. As y'all can see with this one, I have the actual OG, what's that called? Black paper. And this paper actually feels like a trash bag. The ones you get on the new ones, if they still do it, I don't even still do it anymore. That paper feels like plastic. This one, this sticker, I don't know why it's in here. This actually came from this shoe actually came from these people. Neck magnetism. I got these ones off eBay, but these are my all-time favorite Air Jordan 12. This is my favorite one of them all. Obsidian 12s. They were DS. I wore them once, lightly. Get this. Don't need the box. Let me put the camera down. I didn't know it was that damn high up. There we go. Get a better view of it. And this is my second favorite shoe. Well, second favorite 12. Cherry 12s. I showed these all before in the video. And I want to show y'all something on this shoe. Look at that. Y'all probably don't know what the hell that means, but look, you'll see it better on here. The actual plastic part where it says Jumpman on this side is cracking on the inner side. And that's because of age. And this is actually a piece of it. I can actually break it. Well, this one actually still got a little flex to it. You see? I can actually break it. And that's just due to age, people. So all these new ones y'all got, same thing's gonna happen. And the reason I'm showing these shoes first, well, I'm trying to get these shoes out the way is because if you look here, the whole sole is coming off. And that's clearly because this is an old shoe. This shoe released in 97, I believe, or 98. I believe 97 though. But let me check. I told you I'm running back and forth on this video. So while I'm doing this, people, how's your day going?
Now we're on the shoe.
My day's going excellent.
So many things. So these all right here are just.
Wife ain't home to cook for me, so I gotta cook for myself.
Again, we be here all day. We pull them all out. I pulled a bunch out on my Instagram. So
Look at this in there a little bit.
Come check it out.
But anyway, get back to what I was saying.
It's not just like
the main reason I got these two was because it's a funny story. I had the, I believe these came in retros for once finally in 09. And I actually had a pair of those. To be honest with you, when I was younger, I told you I used to rock face when I was younger in high school. I ain't gotta lie about it, I ain't ashamed. I had a pair of these, and I thought it was the best thing in the world because I've seen the real ones. Then 09 finally released them. I wasn't happy with them. If y'all watch my old videos, you'll see that I'm clearly not happy with them because I don't like the color. The color is horrible. This is the true shape of the shoe and the true red of the shoe. The red on the 09 is way darker than this. And I don't like it one bit. But both these shoes, I think I was in, I believe I was in third or maybe fourth grade when these came out. And I told y'all, when the 11s came out, that's when I really got into sneakers. But I caught on so late. I got all these toys and stuff. My mom was buying me no damn Jordans. She tried once, but it didn't work. But I got smarter each year, so when these came out, I was already on it. But it was a sneaker store down here called Sneaker Stadium. It had just opened around the time these released. Taxis had already came out. My little cousin had them. She's a tomboy. She reminds me of young M.A.
Can't go wrong.
And I wish I could wear a shoe size. I would always try to squeeze my foot in like Lily. My toes would be like this, balled in her shoes, just so I can say I got a pair of Jordans. They look so good on feet, but my feet was killing me. So I got hip to eBay books. And that's how you will find out, because we didn't have the internet back then. That's how you will find out what new colorway, new Jordan, if they didn't have a commercial or ad at the time. That's how you will find out what was the next shoe. If you hear a loud noise in the background, I'm basically watching YouTube like usual, DJ Ski sneaker collection. But so Sneaker Stadium, I didn't know the release dates of none of these shoes. I just knew that this colorway was coming out, and this color was coming out. Did it come out at the same time? I really don't know. I just know when I went to the store, it was around Christmas time. I know that because my godmom knew I wanted a Game Boy super bad for Christmas, so she literally gave me $80 to buy a Game Boy. And I think that's around the time the color ones didn't come out, but the actual Game Boy itself was different colors, but the actual screen was still black and white. But I was on a hunt for it, and I knew Sears at the mall had it, so we stopped at Sneaker Stadium to get my school shoes before we even went to the mall. So when we went there, first of all, I was already hyped to be in there because I heard they had a basketball court in there, and then if you wanted to try out rollerblades or skates, you could skate around the whole. They had like a track around the whole entire store that you can skate. Like I was just hyped. So we get in there, mind you, at the time I'm still wearing a 6.5. So we looking in the kids section, we're looking for them, we can't find them. So we asked the guy if he wants to see the new Jordan, and he was like, "Let me measure his foot first." Cause I'm like, I from my knowledge, I wear 6.5. He measured my foot. My foot actually grew. I was in between a 7 and 7.5, which at the time didn't know that was men's. I think men's is at a 7 now, but it used to be 6.5 was the cutoff. Once you go past the 6.5, you're in men's now. But they bumped it up to 7. So she goes back and get them. Like I didn't care which one. I just wanted the Jordan. And plus, I was leaning more to this one because I like the white on the bottom opposed to the white being on the top. So with that being said, she went back and pulled out both of these at the same time and like pulled his box out. And that was the first time I got to see Jordan. Like me trying to get Jordans for myself, see them in person because the 11s I never even seen them in stores. So I'm hyped. Ooh, I get to choose which one I want. And then in my head, and in my dad's head, my mom's head, we all thinking we paying $85, $90. But because I'm a kid, so they're not used to paying for men's shoes for me. So the lady was like, "Yeah, you got them inside?" Like, "Yeah, I got both of them inside. Whatever one you want." I said, "I don't care which one. I'll take either." And she was like, he was like, "Well, how much is it?" So she didn't want to say it out loud. She just looked at me and then walked him to the corner and told him in his ear. He yelled so loud. If y'all ever hear me talk loud, I have a high-pitched voice. I get it from my dad. He was like, "Oh, hell no, I'm not paying that. And then come find out, I found out the shoes was $150. I think I told this story before. I just ain't going into detail about it. And I was the biggest crybaby in the world, so I cried like a bitch. I'm like, I want these shoes. I said, fuck it. Well, I ain't really say fuck it, but in my head, I'm saying to myself, fuck it. Just take the money I was going to use to get the Game Boy and put it towards the money you was going to use to get me the shoes. So
hopefully these aren't too yellow.
He told me he's gonna pay $85, right? I don't know where his mathematics come at, but I know when in elementary I was a straight A student. So he told me, well, the shoes are $150. If you add the money that you got plus the money I was gonna put to him together, you only got $135. So if that's the case, that means you was only gonna put $60 to $70. Like, I'm about to do the calculation. Let me break this down.
Clean, simple, super easy to look at.
80 and 80 is 160, so it's obviously not. He wasn't paying $80 like he said. So 60 to 80. So I say he was about to pay like $70 maybe, or 65 or something like that. So in a nutshell, you didn't want me to have the shoes. So in a nutshell, like, he really wouldn't give me $15. $15 fucking dollars. Then what's made it even worse, my mom used to like listen to whatever my dad said. Like, she would never argue. She would say, "Okay, if that's what you want to do," and that shit used to piss me off. Like, you literally, like, I'm willing to give up my toy. I'm only in 3rd or 4th grade. I'm willing to give up my toy to get these shoes, and you still won't get them for me. And like the worst feeling in the world is always piping people up at school. I'm about to get the Jordans instead of footwear. I'm talking about it all week. I'm showing the money or showing the shoes and yada yada. And you still don't get them from me. So now I'm gonna go to school embarrassed because back then you really would get bullied if you ain't get Jordans, especially if you say you're gonna get them and don't get them. Nowadays anybody can have Jordans, but mind you, I told y'all back then these were our Yeezys basically. You know, Yeezys only put out a certain amount of colors, at a certain amount of time. That's how sneakers used to be. So the taxes came out. Let's say taxes came out. I don't know. Don't quote me. I don't know the actual date. Let's say the taxes came out in September. These will have come out maybe mid-October, close to the beginning of November. Then these will come out December or January. That's how sneakers were back then. You would get one colorway a month, and you'd be lucky to get 4, because most likely you'll get 3, and then it's on to the next shoe or a low top. So I end up getting these fucking Reeboks that Nick Van Exel was wearing. A bunch of headbands and a bunch of wristbands. He tried to give me wristbands and headbands to make me feel better, but I was a bum at basketball. All I did was draw. I was a nerd. So what the fuck was that supposed to do? So when I get to school, of course, everybody in my classroom clowning me because these two brothers, like they used to get Jordans here and there, but they didn't get them all the time. But they had both colorways to themselves. I mean, like, one brother had 2 colorways and the other brother had 2 colorways, and they would go back and forth. Sometimes they would wear the shoes like this just to throw that shit in my fucking face. And that was like the worst feeling in the fucking world, I swear. And I always said, if the shoe ever comes out again, I'm gonna get it. And mind you, we didn't have internet. Our internet was magazines. So we had Beat, Right On, all these like urban magazines, and I would see all the celebrities wearing these shoes. They had the penny twos, which I'm still on the hunt for, and I still don't understand why Nike has not retroed the black and white colorway of the penny two. I do not understand it. It retroed every fucking colorway that ever came out, even the Soul Collector version, but they won't retro the black and white colorway. I don't get it. But they 112 had all those on, and they all had these on, and I just like, it's the most annoying shit in the world when you don't get what you wanted. And plus, on top of that, people are rubbing it in your face and not doing it on, not with my kids doing it on purpose, but celebrities not doing it on purpose. It's just fucking with my head. And literally, I understand where some kids come from these days when they can't get shoes and it's like in your face all day and you still can't get it. And I understand why some kids still, I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but I can understand the mentality of where that comes from because it just pisses you off. Like, you're a kid. If you don't sell drugs, if you're not old enough, the legal age to work or earn any money any type of way, you're fucked unless somebody gets them for you, and that's like the worst feeling in the world. But fast forward now, I had the I forgot what version. Maybe it was 2012, 13. I don't know. I had that version. I just didn't like the shape of the shoe. His leather is way better. And I would have still stuck with it, but I sold most of my whole collection. I would have got those back, but I found these for a great price, and I was already on the hunt for these. And now I'm finding out they're retroing them again. That's the only reason I didn't get them yet, because I heard it was retroing last year, but they never was no talk of it. As soon as I get these, I'm hearing they're retroing. So maybe if I get those, I could just restore these and not even wear them. These ones, yeah, sole coming off of this one too. It's basically just old glue. Like, I can basically reglue it. It's not like 4 where the midsole's crumbling. So I had these. I got them from my brother. I sold my pair, and I was going back to get the other pair, but I found these on eBay, dead stock, for $200. So now I'm on the hunt for the taxis and the playoffs. Because I always end up having majority of the colorways of the OG set, but I never finish it. So I got the newer version of the flu games, and those are the only 2 I need to complete it, and I want them, and I don't think there's too many other 12 I want, but the Cool Gray's back. But other than that, I just did a quick video, you know. I don't know what the next one will be, but I figured I'd show these because these are my favorite 12 and show them before I get the restoration and just show y'all that, like, you should not buy these DS. I only bought them DS because I wanted to bust them out my damn self, but literally, after watching all the retro sneakers videos, gluing shoes back together is not that hard. My brother even mastered it already. He's the laziest motherfucker ever. But you know, subscribe, share, comment, like the video, hit the notification bell. I keep hearing about everybody doing. I'm starting to get a little bit more traffic on the video, so the more traffic I get, the more it'll motivate me to do more videos. I'll get back to you later because I'm hungry.